It is November 9th, 2018. It's another episode of the Impact Implosion here in the AngryMarks Podcast Network. As always, I am Seth Drake, and on the other end is Mike Poland.
Good evening. Late evening.
Oh, yeah. You kind of feel a little tired from these Impacts being this late?
Oh, that, and I went to Ring of Honor last night, so...
Oh, yeah. I think Impact's kind of not liking this, too, because I'm starting to hear on the whispers that Impact may be itself looking for a different channel. Not that they're going to get canceled, but that they may want out.
Can't blame them.
Yeah, with that,
they're getting shunted around for shows for something stupid.
And the Era Lucha commercials, I'm sure, which this came out last week. We got 2 shows tonight. But when the first Era Lucha thing happened, which was last week, I'm guessing, they kind of were seeing writings on the wall, and they're like, we might need to get out of here before they cancel us.
Yep.
By the way, our first show is the Countdown to 0 Hour, which is this week's show. But it starts off with Rich Swann versus Willie Mack in a really good match.
This was fun. I like this match.
Yeah, this was really good. Willie Mack, they do mention Willie Mack was touring in Japan with Dragon Gate, and I was like, he should have a match with Pac.
Yeah.
And I was like, that would be good to see. So, there were, a lot of this really was Willie Mack, showing Willie Mack what he can do. Well, Willie Mack can do. He did a coast to coast. He did a coast to coast, which, by the way, and he did it high, too. He could have, if it wasn't for the fact that, Rich Swann was holding the turnbuckles like you do normally during a double foot stomp spot. He hit him in the head from there. Wasn't like he had leap. He had air on that coast to coast. So we also saw Mack do a pop-up flatliner. We also saw Swann do a senton onto the head of Mack while he was on all fours. He hit him in the head.
Yep.
We had Swann do a 450, which got a 2 count, and then Mack with a stunner, but Swann got his foot on the ropes before 3. Mack went for what he calls the 6-star shooting frog splash. And misses, but Swann hit him with what we would know as a lethal injection, and Mack kicks out at 1. So, but Swann does not give up. He hits a Phoenix Splash from the 2nd rope, and wins. Really, really good opener. I would have had Mack 1, but he had a good showing, and I guess there should be someone we should be looking out for.
Yep.
We see OVE backstage, and they talk about they were the first people to beat Brian Cage on Impact Wrestling at Bound for Glory. They say they're coming after his X Division title. And tonight in Dayton, Ohio, they gave Brian Cage a ticket to come to Rockstar Pro. At 0 Hour. Their next show, I kept calling it Final Hour for some stupid-ass reason. It's 0 Hour, damn it.
I think it is. Is it Final Hour or 0?
What?
Was it 0 Hour?
I thought it was 0 Hour, yeah. I kept calling it Final Hour for some dumb reason. They announced that Johnny Impact will defend the world title against Killer Kross. And, oh good, Gama Singh is here to introduce the new Desi Hit Squad of Rohit Raju and his son Raj Singh. And they're facing enhancement talents, the Beach Bums.
Oh, they're bums, alright.
Yeah, this was not a good match. That new Desi Hit Squad won.
Yep.
Less said about that, the better. So, we see the OGs in the streets for a black and white segment. King says he told them to take out Conan's boys because he's leeching off the new talent like he did to guys like Juventud Guerrera and Psychosis.
Rey Mysterio.
Oh, yeah, Rey Mysterio. I thought he said Psychosis. Sorry. But
he might have, but I know he said Rey and Ubi.
Yeah. Bosses have nothing on the OGs despite what they believe.
Oh, goody.
And Homicide says, I got that bootleg Skeletor in Pentagon Jr. tonight. And King says, The OGs are done when they say they are done. So then we go to a commercial break, and after that commercial break, LAX is at a bar. This segment's in color. They're at a bar, and Ortiz is the bartender because they got to save money. And he's talking to him about fucking vodka. This ain't vodka. What the fuck is this?
What is this? And Homicide will face Pentagon later.
This is Ortiz asked about what is up with the OGs going after them. And Conan's like, I don't understand this. Are they trying to get it back at me? But I think the Lucha Brothers can't handle these two guys, so I'm not tripping over it. We get a segment to hype up Eddie Edwards and Moose. Again, I called it Final Hour.
It's the final hour.
Yeah, it was 0 hour, damn it. I remember because I just watched the damn show.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, so, and Moose talks about his kidnapping of Alicia Edwards. Here's his excuse. Some may call it kidnapping. I call it mind games.
Well, I mean, could be. Either way.
Yeah, I'd love to see how well that hold up in court. Judge, I can't possibly have kidnapped this woman.
You have Joseph Park as a lawyer.
I was doing mind games. I wasn't kidnapping her or false imprisonment. I was mind games on Eddie Edwards.
It held up just about as well as Eli Drake's
yeah.
Which we'll get to.
Which it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So, segment in Dayton, Ohio, where OVE shows up and challenges Brian Cage to defend his X Division title against Sami Callihan. And then we get Brian Cage, or a phony Brian Cage, because you immediately see this guy actually has a beard. This guy has a goatee. And not a half-man chew or something. This guy has a full goatee, and this guy has not the same build as Brian Cage. Sami Callihan beats this guy and wins the fake X Division title. So Eli Drake goes looking for a lawyer. He finds one in Joseph Park. So Gama Singh's happy with the news as he hit squad backstage, and music and smoke appear. So Garlis Bordeaux is nearby on a couch. She loves
and Gama hits on her.
Yes. Gama tries to serenade her, and the two talk about India inventing the Kama Sutra. And Scarlett talks about her talent search, where to send those videos, and to ask them to send a video. So, time for a Knockouts title rematch, as Tessa Blanchard defends against Taya Valkyrie. And during this match, we learn that Tessa calls her Flying Codebreaker the Magnum, obviously after her stepdad.
Her DDT move, the Anderson.
Or the Buzzsaw.
Yeah.
So, this is getting good, and at some point, Tessa just cold cocks the ref, gets herself DQ'd to retain the title.
And this feud is probably continuing for a little bit.
So, then we get a segment to hype Johnny Impact versus Killer Cross, and the first thing I see in this segment is a bullet going through an innocent globe.
It's the end of the world.
Yep. This segment basically makes Killer Cross like a serial killer with typewriter-looking things and his talk and segments in the background. Basically, yeah, he's a serial killer. Yeah, Killer Cross is a killer. He murders people.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Actually, he just seriously beats them up. Serial beats them up.
And he puts paper X's on their chest.
Yep. So,
Killer Cross was here.
Yeah, Jordan Grace's Impact debut will be happening next week. Segment to hype it up, basically. So then we get GWN Moment of the Week, and I'm sure this was a shot because at somebody, because it's Gail Kim beating Candice LeRae in an open challenge. By the way, this whole thing about her doing open challenges would lead to her getting beaten by that relative newcomer, Madison Rayne. Yes!
Who will be competing for the ROH Women's Championship pretty soon.
Yes! That relative newcomer who's already been, before this, 4-time champ. Before that.
The Queen. Not Charlotte.
Yeah, that was stupid. So, Lucha Brothers promos, they're not happy that there's being toys in King's War with Conan and getting attacked with the OGs because the OGs can't attack LAX anymore. So, Brian Cage promo time. And he's not happy about Sami Callihan using a fake Brian Cage. And I'll head there myself. I'll defend my real title against Sami Callihan.
Yeah, that's a smart idea. That's a smart
idea. And Don Callis says it's not a smart deal. And all Ohioans are like Sami Callihan.
You're burying your audience.
You're burying a goddamn state. Hell, I don't think most of them know who Sami Callihan is to come out there to back him up. Ohio's a fucking
Impact
state.
Wrestling, losing fans by the week.
Yeah, Ohio's a state. So, tag title match, LAX defends against Matt Sydal and Ethan Page. Or I would say that because the graphic last time said it was a tag title match. It's not a tag title match. It's a non-title match.
I told you.
Then may get a tag title match. The fucking graphic said tag title match.
God damn it, Impact with your graphics.
Fault. That's not mine, that's their fault. Their fucking fault. Jesus.
God damn it, Impact.
Yeah, I wasn't wrong. They're wrong.
I'm not wrong, you're wrong.
Matt Sydal goes under the ring. He comes back out. Conan's like, what the fuck you doing? And Ethan Page like, get away from him. Conan. This distraction allows Santana, who they had beaten up for a while, to flip onto the two.
Well, a lot of good that did Sydal.
Yeah. LAX wins with a double team finisher, not their street sweeper one.
Nope.
So Allie is having mirror issues, and I'm like, oh dear God.
It's Warrior Hogan.
No, it's not going there. No, thankfully it's not going there. She just...
Or Taker Orton.
See, there was just crappy CG lights on the mirror, and then Kira's like, Allie. And Allie's like, Kira, I'm so sorry about last week, running away. It's like, it's okay.
I'm sorry I was a shitty friend.
It's okay. But there's seriously something wrong with you, Allie, and it's like, ever since I left my soul in the undead realm, problems have arisen.
I got new boobs. Wait, what?
No, problems have arisen since I left my soul in the undead realm. So, Kira says, hey, this all started with Su Yung, this needs to end with Su Yung. And they're like, yes, it does. So main event time, Pentagon Jr. takes on Homicide. And this was an okay match. Mm-hmm. Pentagon Jr. wins with a schoolboy. OGs lay them out after the match with attack and a slapjack. And I thought that was the end, but then Killer Cross talks about the Doomsday Clock. And says it's a universal premonition and that I shall be the bringer of Armageddon.
Well, at least for Impact.
I at least give this show a B.
Not a bad show.
No, it wasn't. It was actually pretty good. I guess it is called Final Hour because that's exactly what I fucking still have on here. So I was an idiot saying it was 0 hour. It was Final Hour, which is
they can't make up their minds.
No, I can't make up my mind. I'm taking the fall in this one. So, which is kind of weird since this is a 2-hour show. Yes. Final Hour kind of is singular.
The final hours.
Yeah, Final Hours. Starting off is the OGs versus the Lucha Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And this was an okay match. Lucha Brothers hit their awesome-ass double-team move that I don't know if it has a name. They win. Afterwards, they met with Conan backstage. He congratulates them. LAX shows up. Conan invites the Lucha Brothers to a party. LAX is like, what party? And like, oh, we're having a party. We're about to have a party for their win.
Planting seeds, are we?
Yeah, maybe. And Don again talks about Ohio, how evil Ohio is.
God damn it, Don, stop doing that.
Yeah, Ohio is not that evil. I don't know fixation on Ohio, but it ain't that evil.
You're burying a state that probably, I don't know.
Yeah, what? Did they piss you off because they voted for Trump? Is that
Canadian, why would he care?
I don't know. Why do some Canadians actually care about American politics? There's several of them that do. Time for Katrina to get squashed by a debuting Jordynne Grace. Or I would say squashed, but Katarina got way too much offense in this match.
Impact does not know how to book squashes.
Yeah, so, as I am typing that, Grace taps Katarina out to a bear hug. Which, by the way, was not set up in any way. She was not working throughout this match. She just put on a bear hug. Katarina fought for a bit, then taps. Kind of weak. So, Brian Cage is driving a car, arrives to Rockstar Pro, beats up several wrestlers and the Chris brothers outside. That's how you do a squash, people.
But he doesn't get his hands on Sammy quite yet.
He arrives. He arrives in the building, into the ring, and he calls out Sami Callihan. Sami Callihan accepts. They basically have a match. DQ happens, a Chris attack, so Cage wins. Cage is beating up several of the Rockstar Pro scrubs before the number game catch up to him, and Sammy hits Cage with the belt. Beatings from Ohio all along. Come again. Beatings from Ohio. Come again. Taya's back.
From Ohio.
Yeah, I say beatings. Yeah, that's better. So, Taya is backstage. She talks about how Tessa proved to the world she was a coward. Which, after punching the ref, yeah, I kind of see that.
Yep.
So, GW1 Moment of the Week. Motor City Machine Guns beat Speed Muscle, which is a Dragon Gate team, in the 2008 World X Cup preview match.
Yep. From Victory Road 08.
Yep. So, backstage interview with Moose and Cross, and this time Moose does not hit on Mackenzie at all. Thank God. So we do not see your bad act of her, like the time he wanted to get a selfie of her, and she's like, get away! Get away!
They should bring back Letitia Klein for these segments.
Who?
Wasn't she, the Letitia Klein?
Oh.
Or maybe the one who used to be with Abyss.
Oh. Goldilocks?
Lauren, was it? I don't remember.
Yeah. So anyway, they show the new videos for Scarlett Bordeaux, and one of them is Shark Boy.
Ha-ha!
Fuck.
What?
Yes.
Want to take her out of the sea.
Yes. Aha! Where's my suicide pills? Alright, I can't make a joke.
And we also have KM and Bob back in there.
Yeah, KM and Bob show up to Scarlett, who's on a couch again, and wants her to pick them. But Scarlett says, you guys have been close, but you have been losing a bit, so I'm not interested. You know what, next week is Vegas. There's a lot.
Why don't we play poker?
Strip poker, whatever, slots. You two start winning her something, and maybe they will win something as well. And
she's a gold digger.
Faints on the couch.
I'm saying she's a gold digger.
Yeah. Moose comes out to new theme music with Eddie Edwards, and this match was slow for a while, but once it got second gear, it was good.
Yes. A lot of brawling to begin. It took them like 5 minutes to get in the ring.
There was top rope go to hell by Moose. Eddie kicks out at 2. Eddie hits Moose goes for a spear, but Eddie hits a spear and hits a Tiger Driver. Moose kicks out at 2.
Moose does a power bombs Eddie to the ramp.
They had a chop battle. Oh dear!
It's a New Japan style chop battle.
A long ass chop battle, and really long fucking chop battle. This was several fucking minutes of them just chopping each other, chopping, and then Moose grabs Eddie Edwards and power bombs him from the ring several feet onto the stage.
Like Moose was Mike Awesome and Eddie was Masato Tanaka.
This was hurts a bunch.
And then Eddie refuses to quit and goes back to the ring and ends up getting speared.
Alicia comes out to look over Eddie. Moose intimidates her to back away. Eddie's crawling back to the ring. Moose tries to spear him, but misses. Eddie gets in the ring and immediately gets speared for Moose to win.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yay!
Allie is on the steps with Kira looking for Su Yung, and who should show up but Jim Mitchell? Jim Mitchell. Or James Mitchell.
And Vandenberg?
Yeah. Or dude, like, Allie, we made a deal.
You must come with us now.
You must come with us now. So, and I was like, if I come with you, you won't hurt my friends anymore. Yes, you got to accept the darkness in your life now. And then come here. Ed places his hand, and Sue just teleports in with her hand. So Allie goes with them. So Allie has accepted her darkness.
Well, Kiera Hogan is confused.
Yes, and they're bad acting. Kira's not a good.
Allie, don't do it.
No. I'm sorry. Kira is terrible in these segments. She really is.
She's hot, but she's terrible.
Yeah. So Eddie's backstage being looked over by the doc, and he's like, does he have a concussion? I'm like, he may have a concussion, but don't sleep. Tell him don't sleep tonight.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. So
I don't think Eddie sleeps. I don't think Eddie sleeps that much anyway at this point.
And if he sleeps with his kendo stick.
Eddie, like, where's Moose? And Alicia's like, no, you're not going after Moose again.
Yeah.
At least not tonight.
Yeah, he's like, Eddie thinks he is fine, but Alicia says, no, you're not.
The doctor just said you might have a concussion.
Where's Moose?
He left. He's
left.
on his way to Vegas.
Yeah. So here comes Eli Drake and Joseph Park. Eli cuts a promo about being the last of a dying breed that wins with their words and fists. And I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of those left. But he is right about talking about there's too much chairs and violence in matches, too much street fights and stuff. Impact's been guilty of it. So he says, open challenges have been canceled. And
Joseph Park babbles on and then gets beat up.
Talks about how, this is going to be a class action lawsuit. He talks about the LAX OGs match, Eli Drake getting beautifully chokeslammed by my brother Abyss.
And by the way, if you're representing the other guy, the guy that had that happen to him, probably not a good idea to say he was beautifully chokeslammed.
Yeah. And through a table, yeah. And Eli says there are others, so come on out, others. And he waits, and Eli attacks him from behind.
And beats the piss out of him.
Beats the ever-loving piss out of him. Grabs a steel chair, just beats him. Tells him you're also Abyss and retire.
Well, that's going to bring Abyss out of the doldrums again.
Yeah, the refs go to check on Joseph. Eli continues the attack by choking Joseph with his jacket, and then finally leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So, backstage interview with Johnny Impact, he talks about how he would give Killer Cross a title shot if he came up to him. But he's like, you attacked me from behind. Well, you're still getting your title shot, but I have a calling card of my own, and it's called Starship Pain.
Goody, that match is next.
And main event time, Johnny Impact defends the Impact World title against Killer Cross. This was not as good as you would think. Moose tries to distract Johnny Impact earlier. He gets ejected by the ref.
Yep.
Countdown to Impact. Cross kicks out at 2. A really bad Hurricanrana sell by Killer Cross. Late reaction to it. And a Starship Pain for the win. Impact retains. The show gets a C.
Yep, we get some okay shows in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Sadly, you just really, with the 11 thing, you just really are tired and just don't want to deal with them much anymore.
Yeah.
Get Back probably feels the same way, people. They don't like the 11 o'clock either. And they probably don't like the Lucha.
Right.
Yeah, they don't like the 10 o'clock thing either, and they definitely don't like you promoting another company that has no TV station.
With someone who looks like Rey Mysterio on the ads.
He is Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you might, yeah. Yeah, people in Ohio are miserable. Remember that one of his things, and I'm like, someone said they're miserable because their sports teams aren't that good.
And all they got to look up to for idols is Drew Carey.
Yeah, and LeBron James, who freaking leaves your ass.
Who leaves and comes back and leaves and comes back.
Yeah. Callahan is being bitchy. Isn't that big of a deal?
Right.
So, yeah, this was, that was 2 weeks of Impact, and one was good and one was not.
Yep.
So, yeah. Do you have anything to sell?
I will, and we have Angry Marks Rewind. This past week we covered Survivor Series 2011. This coming week, we will be covering Survivor Series 1992. And also coming up November 30th, Limitless Wrestling presents No Control, featuring Josh Briggs against Chris Dickinson, featuring the team of Doomfly against Kevin Blackwood and Harlow O'Hara. And this announced tonight was Anthony Green and Ashley Vox. And that's all I've got.
Well, with that being said, Milo, we are heading to bed.
Good night, everybody.